just wanna hold you. I just wanna look into your eyes and tell you that I want you. You know you make me feel so alive. Can't stop thinking about you day and night. Love it when you kiss me, love it when we touch. Every time I'm down here, you make me smile. You're the solution. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are.
Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. Also welcome if you are new. I'm excited for today's video because I needed to get a ton of cleaning, decluttering, and organizing done since actually you're watching this on Friday. Tomorrow, Saturday, is my kids' birthday parties. I know I've mentioned this a couple times that all the kids either had birthdays or have birthdays coming up, so we always do a big party. So I wanted to focus a lot on getting the house set up so that I could go birthday shopping and get all the stuff I needed for the kids. So in this video, you are going to see a lot of kitchen, cleaning, decluttering, and organizing, doing some work in the bathroom, as well as taking care of the carpets and everything to make sure that before people come over, the house is as clean as possible. So I really hope you guys enjoy today's video and let's get into it. So in last week's video, I mentioned how I got the JAWS and finally started using it. One of the questions I saw in the comments, though, is you asked if I like the JAWS or the method better. And I didn't know how to answer that, especially over like text compared to actually talking about it. So I wanted to answer your question here on today's video because it's a bit complicated. I love method. I have mentioned more than once that one of the ways I stay motivated to clean and one of the reasons I love and enjoy cleaning is by the fragranted products I use. And that is one thing I noticed with JAWS is it's a much more mellow scent, which some people love that. I personally prefer something a little stronger though. So for that reason, I enjoy my method products. However, I also like things to be a little bit more simplistic, a little bit more decluttered and everything. And JAWS having the reusable containers with just little pods to refill them stole my heart. I love that concept. And that is one reason I love JAWS. So I think you kind of need to figure out what is most important to you. I don't want to say I love one more than the other. I think they both do the job equally as well as the other one. And I think they both have some pros that I really liked. I'm going to keep using my method, and I will definitely keep using the JAWS as well.
I'm thinking louder than my brain can take. Have to say something, but words fade away. I want a picture of all of my mistakes, posted on the wall right in front of me. If I could get my feelings straight, my reflection wouldn't be so blurry. If I could see the whole dim landscape, then I'd know what to say to you. I'm moving in 'cause I need connection with you. Give you a sign, my communications were late.
Now, I knew I wanted to give the kitchen, like I said, a really good clean, declutter, and organize. I wanted to make sure that anything that was expired was out of this fridge. Any old leftovers were out of this fridge. Since I knew I had to go shopping, we are doing a taco bar for the kids. I love doing things like taco bars for their birthdays because what kid doesn't love tacos? And it's so much easier. We got a lot of people in our family who has different food requirements, and taco bars always make it so easy. So for the vegans in our family, or the lactose intolerant, or any of those different quirky things that my family has, it makes it really, really easy for us. but I like to prep the day before when it comes to the food. So I wanted to make sure I had plenty of room in my fridge to do all the prep work for the following party.
If I could speak up, then maybe you would hear, or maybe the tension could disappear. I'll give it a shot, a whisper in your ear. At least for a moment, you would be near. If I could get.
I realize this is a lot of hard coffee. If you guys have not tried the Pabst Blue Ribbon hard coffee and you love coffee, and maybe you're not a huge drinker, like I'm not a huge drinker at all, but every once in a while you want something that's not like super strong, but just something a little something, highly recommend this stuff. We have a decent amount from a previous party we had, and as you can see, we did not go through a lot of it, so it just sits in our fridge, but I don't mind. This stuff is so good. But moving into the freezer, okay, let me know if you guys are like me. I know you should probably clean out your freezer way more often, but to me, cleaning out the freezer always seems like a much bigger deal than my fridge. I don't know if it's because I would always do my fridge and then my freezer, and I'm honestly just over it by the time I get to the freezer, but I do not do it enough. And you can tell in these before shots with all the stuff that just build up in it, I just don't. It's never hard, but like mentally, I always have to prepare myself. Like, nope, you're not telling yourself no, Cambria. You have to get this done.
We found love here, together we will shine, but we know we're running out of time, 'cause we met like strangers in the night. Don't tell me it's over now. You got that something in the way you smile. I see that spark lights in your dark blue eyes, so I can't let you go without telling you this now. I wanna see you again. I could travel 1,000 miles just to feel your arms around me.
We do also have a deep freezer in the basement, which desperately needs to be organized. So let me know in the comments below if you want to see how I do that. But I took a break after doing the fridge and everything and made lunch. We ended up just making some pasta for the kids. And as you can see, I had a little bit of a overflow of the boiling water. I swear, water always is the thing that burns my stove the worst. If you have an electric stove, let me know if yours is the same. But if I have pasta sauce or grease or oil or anything like that, it's usually not a big deal. But whenever water overflows, that's always the thing that is the hardest to get clean. But I have been loving this little Scrub Daddy dupe from the dollar store. You guys saw that a couple videos ago. I have been using this thing so much. Now, the one thing I am curious about, and I think I'm going to get a Scrub Daddy just to figure this out, is this one seems to be falling apart already, which isn't a big deal. They're not that expensive. I've had it for a couple weeks, and I have been using this bad boy, but I'm curious if the Scrub Daddy lasts longer.
Will I see you when I get there? Will I see you when I get there?
Now, same situation with my pantry. I just wanted to go in. It honestly isn't that bad. I have been trying ever since putting these pull-out drawers in to stay on top of my pantry a lot more. But it naturally does get a little bit hectic. Either I buy something thinking we didn't have it and we already did, or there's 5 of us in this house, so my husband and kids don't always put stuff the way that I would. So I do like to go through and just reorganize stuff. And once again, with having to go shopping for the party, it's just so much easier. One, I could inventory what I already have and what I need to get for the party, and 2, have place to put it. Like, that's my biggest thing, is having like spots to put everything. So I just wanted to go in and really organize it. This little bin probably gets the worst all the time. This is the kids' little snack bin. I have a variety of stuff in here, but some of this I had to get rid of. My kids actually are not big candy eaters. So you saw those chocolate bunnies. Those are still from Easter. I regularly am getting rid of candy because they just don't eat it, but they get so much from their grandparents. So I'm going in and getting rid of any of the stuff they haven't been eating and just reorganizing it so they can see exactly what they have. 9 times out of 10, if they are choosing a snack, it is popcorn. So I always make sure to have a good amount of popcorn on hand, and it's got to be the extra butter.
Bro, don't you look at that? I said, my friend, what you looking at? I think she is something for me. Excuse me, miss, it's my first time here. Maybe you could show me out of here. I think she got something in these. So please forgive my rudeness if I'm tripping over your time. But you look so amazing. And we can be so much more than who we are. So much more than who we are. We can. And knee deep in while the world just falls apart. At the rise.
So we are definitely going into fall. I've been noticing at night we've been getting a lot cooler, which has been really nice because I can open the windows. And that's one thing I don't like about middle of winter or the heat of summer, is not being able to open up the house. So I am loving the cooler evenings right now and being able to open up the house and everything. But with that, cooler weather means more cozy, warmer foods that I can start planning out for dinners and stuff, which I love. I love a good hearty crock pot meal or anything like that. But I would love to know what some of your guys' favorite slow cooker crock pot meals are. I'm thinking on our family vlog channel, I'm going to do a what's for dinner. You guys have requested it, and some meal planning. But I'm just like anyone else, and there are days that I just get stumped, and I'll end up making the same like 3 to 5 meals over and over and over again. So definitely in the comments below, let me know what some of your favorite meals are, especially for this fall time. Oh, here, I know this is a silly little thing, but any of the toilet paper that I display in this bathroom, I like to add these little flowers to it. I saw this on TikTok a couple months back, and I just love the way it looks. I saw Until Vacuum the little stamp trick. I don't even know when she did that. But when I saw someone do this on TikTok, I'm like, oh, that just like puts the cherry on top. So whenever I refill the toilet paper in this room on the shelf, I always put the little flowers on it just because I think it's really, really pretty.
At the rise above it all. We can. We first met when the leaves were falling. You felt like home. It was like you could see right through me. But now I'm all alone. I couldn't make you love me. Now I know why. 2 wrongs don't make a right. I know you don't deserve me, and I'll be.
So we actually had orientation today when I'm doing this voiceover, so literally today, of the kids going back to school. I am like torn about back to school. I like it to a point because it allows me to get a lot of work done when they're at school, but I personally do love having my kids home. And this is Bjorn's first year. He could have done 4K last year, but with everything, we kept him home. So he starts kindergarten this year. And I cried like a baby when Xander started kindergarten. And to know that Bjorn is going to be going to his first day on Tuesday, I'm already like just thinking about it makes me a little bit teary-eyed. But we went and did that today. It was really good. I was very happy that his kindergarten teacher is actually Xander's kindergarten teacher. So I already know who she is, and she is amazing. Let me know, when did your kids, have they started school yet? Are they starting soon? What's going on with your school schedule? I think it's crazy how it's literally different, not just all around the world, but literally from state to state. It can be like months different. But then moving under the sink, this sink has gotten, as you can see, horrible, like so bad. There's mainly just stuff that just needed to get thrown away under the sink. Also, I had something leak, and then it soaked into a towel that was over these metal parts of these tubes or whatever under here, and it has completely corroded that. So we're going to have to replace that. It was bad. I got rid of so much under the sink, though. I knew when I've been putting this off for a while also. I don't know why, just I have. But I literally put this down to a minimum what is under the sink. And I promise I will not overstuff it again, because this was not good and has obviously caused so many issues. I'm very glad that I was able to tackle this part of the house, which lets me tell you guys, like, my house is not perfect. I mentioned the other day on Instagram how social media is a lie, or it's like a mirror. You only get to see one perspective of it. You see one little glimpse of my house, of my day, and I never want you to compare yourself to me. I'm here to help motivate you, maybe give you some tips and tricks to make your life a little bit easier, but I am just like you. My house often is a wreck, especially nowadays. Like, Freya is full on toddler mode, toys everywhere. Like, it is insane. So I try and keep on top of it, but my house, there are always areas that get neglected over time. And the way I try and handle it is just doing different projects every single week. So this week I told myself I was going to do my freezer, and I wanted to do under the sink. Next week I'll pick a couple projects that I know need to get done. I don't worry about being on top of everything every second of the day, because I would run myself ragged if I did that. I will do the basics. I will keep my house clean and tidy as possible, but it won't ever be perfect, at least not anytime soon with little kids.
Stepping on your roller coaster, going down, but I never felt this high. Biggest ride of the century. Wanna drop into the ocean, wanna feel like we're the only ones around, but I'm lost, you got me clueless. 'Cause you can read.
So I often get asked about this duster I use on my fan downstairs. This I found at Home Depot. I actually found it when I was way back when looking for the lighting for my kitchen and dining room, and this was in the same aisle, like on an end cap. And I love this thing because normally I have to get out the ladder and do it all by hand, and this makes it a lot easier. I do still get up there on the ladder every once in a while to really thoroughly clean it, but for just getting it done type cleaning, this makes it so much easier. However, but you can see all the little piles of dust on my rug right here. It was bad and really, really needed to get done.
Something about you magnetized, you pull me closer. Rabbit holes in my heart and in my mind, feeling drunk, but I'm sober. 'Cause you can reach the sky while I'm stuck here on the ground. And I'm afraid of how it feels when you're not around. And I don't want to, but I can't deny
Now on to this rug. I clean these rugs all the time. Like, you guys may think I'm crazy by how often I clean these rugs. However, between the dogs and the kids, it's inevitable that they get dirty, they get stained. And I also just don't want the house smelling like dog. You guys actually haven't really seen the dogs much in this video now that I'm thinking about it. Usually they're like under my feet all the time or like off in the distance. But we do have there's Drake, a St. Bernard and a Siberian Husky, who are amazing dogs, but they do shed a lot. And with that, I try and keep our house as clean of fur as possible. It's impossible for it to be perfect. And also the scent of dogs. It's just one thing that is a pet peeve of mine is I would prefer people not come into the house and know instantly that animals live here. As much as I love, love, love my fur babies, I don't want my house to smell like them. So I often get asked about my carpet shampooer. This is the Bissell Pet Revolution. I got this years ago. We've lived in this house for about 4 years now, and I got it when we first moved in. Our last house had hardwood floors throughout the entire house, so there was no need for a carpet shampooer. But I love this thing. It is a beast. I use it all the time, and it is still running so well. So highly would recommend this one. I have heard really good reviews though about the Hoovers and stuff. I just personally haven't tried one. Possibly in the future I will try one for you guys. That way you can have a couple different opinions. However, this one I know is a beast. I know works really well and is pretty easy to set up and use. So I like things that are a little bit more simple, and this definitely makes my job a lot easier. Now, I also did have someone mention a couple of videos back about rinsing, because I only ever show you guys the first cleaning of my rugs because it'd get repetitive. But I did mention how I do a rinse cycle when I wash my rugs. So I will use the soap solution and wash my rugs, and then I will go back with just water to thoroughly rinse it. However, I had someone recommend using vinegar and water to do it, to help with odor as well as pull more of that soap solution out of the carpeting. So I'm going to show you guys me doing that today, and this is definitely going to be a new thing on my list of what I do when I carpet shampoo. It definitely made a difference. Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And if you're new here, I hope you enjoyed. And I would love if you would consider joining me and my family here on YouTube. I do a ton of cleaning motivation, home decor, house updates, cleaning, organizing, all those different type of videos. So if you enjoy stuff like that, I would love to have you join me. But for all my returning subscribers, especially if you guys made it to the end, you guys, I hope you know how much I appreciate you. I feel like I have to tell you this every single video, but until next time, bye.